A friend of mine reminded me that I had interviewed James Lipton, the late great host of Inside the Actor Studio, and I'm going to tell you the story of what happened when I met James motherfucking Lipton. First off, I ran this literary podcast way back when. It was called The Bat Segundo Show. And I found out that James Lipton had a new fucking book coming out called Inside Inside. So I asked, hey, can I interview James Lipton? Never thinking for a fucking second that they would let my motherfucking ass talk to James motherfucking Lipton. Much to my surprise, they said yes. I'm like, really? I get this fucking book in the mail. It's 600 pages. This is James Lipton's life distilled in his very James Lipton like way. It's very formally written. But I kind of enjoy this book. I'm reading this book and I'm kind of laughing my way through it and really enjoying it because it's like James Lipton wants to announce to the world that he is James Lipton. So I'm like, I'm going to have a fucking great interview with this motherfucker. This is going to be great. We set up an interview at this restaurant. And, I come in with my microphones and all that. And Lipton is there at the table. He's all made up because he had appeared on TV earlier that day to do another fucking interview. And he's very dignified, dressed in this fucking suit and everything. And I was dressed in whatever, right? And I say, hey, how you doing? And I start doing my interviewing thing. And Lipton ain't biting. Lipton is not biting. He's very angry. He's surly. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm asking the dude questions from passages from his book so he knows I fucking read the thing, right? But no, Lipton ain't having it. And he's like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Champion. I can't do this interview. I'm like, all right, well, whatever, man. I read the book. I prepared and all this, but whatever. And, I said, thank you very much, Mr. Lipton. And I walk out. I'm thinking, that's it, right? That's it. I got to meet the motherfucker, right? 30 minutes after I leave, I get a fucking call from the publicist saying, hey, Ed, James is extremely embarrassed about his behavior. You see, he got a bad review that morning in the Wall Street Journal, and it totally harshed his mellow. He would like to invite you to go to his townhouse that evening and interview him again. I'm like, what the ever living fuck? How did I'm gonna be able to meet the motherfucker in his fucking townhouse on the goddamn on the fucking east side? But yeah, that's exactly what happened. So and he really he recognized that I read his book because I quoted passages. That's why he did it, because I treated him with respect. Nobody else was treating him with respect. This guy was being mocked and he was very sensitive. So I go to his fucking house and he's like, hello there, Mr. Champion. He's still wearing the fucking makeup from this morning because he wants to look good. He wants to fucking impress. But he's fucking James Lipton. I'm already impressed. The motherfucker invited me to his motherfucking house. All right? And I go in, he introduces me to his wife, who's very quiet, who serves me hors d'oeuvres, canapes. Would you like a scotch, Mr. Champion? No, I'm good. I don't drink and do interviews at the same time, right? I'm in your fucking house, dude. And he shows me this room where there are all these fucking signed photos of all these fucking actors. Oh, I'm a little embarrassed by this. No, you're not. Right? You do this with every motherfucker who visits your fucking townhouse, right? I'm false modesty. Anyway, whatever. This is James fucking Lipton. So he sits us down at the table. I set up the mics again. And Lipton and I get along like that. He and I are having a lot of fucking fun. Turns out James Lipton is a really fucking funny motherfucker. Okay? This is what people didn't know about James Lipton. This guy had a fucking brilliant dry wit. And I asked him about the part in his book where he claims to be a pimp and all this, and I'm fucking pressing him, and he's like, I was a pimp. It was fucking great. Great fucking radio. And I had such a great fucking time with James Lipton. The guy just wanted to be taken seriously. And I took him seriously. He's James Lipton. He's a guy like anybody else, right? And you want to know something? He was so fucking classy the entire time, before, during, and after the interview, that I was on James Lipton's Christmas card list, and I got a Christmas card every year until he unfortunately passed away. James Lipton was really a lot of fun. He just wanted to be understood. And I was just deeply honored that he would even want to fucking talk with a motherfucker like me. I was just some weirdo guy online, right? But, if you treat people with respect, even the eccentrics, they'll give you possibly some of the most amazing fucking hours that you can imagine. And that's what James Lipton did. So rest in peace, James Lipton. I will always fucking love this motherfucker. He was a character, and it was all because I just treated the guy the way he wanted to be treated. And why wouldn't you? He's fucking James Lipton. He's inside the actor's studio.